Welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today, April 5th, 2025, we're doing an in-depth analysis of Litecoin, ticker symbol CUSD. We'll be examining recent news and events, then diving deep into the charts to uncover potential trading opportunities. Let's start with the news. Recent search results indicate a mix of opinions on Litecoin. Forbes is reporting on Litecoin news and its live chart. Crypto News reports that Litecoin price has crashed into a bear market this year. However, there's also positive sentiment. Litecoin's official X account is showing bull market vibes. The main Reddit page has users who express optimism about Litecoin's potential, calling it undervalued and a solid long-term crypto investment. Some saying Grayscale and Canary Capital both filed for ETFs with the SEC, which is very bullish news. CoinMarketCap states Litecoin is up 1.05% today. Luxfolio announced a Litecoin treasury strategy and purchased nearly 5,000 LTC, suggesting they see potential for mainstream payments. Changelly predicts the average trading price to be near $110.06 by the end of the month, and forecasting the minimum price of Litecoin will be around $170.60 in 2026. Now, let's move on to the technical analysis and switch to the daily chart. We can see significant volatility throughout the past year. Zooming into the more recent price action, starting from around October 2024, the price has struggled to maintain any consistent upward momentum, and it's been in general downtrend. After dipping as low as the $60s in mid-2024 and slowly recovering, we have a more recent high up around $130 in December of 2024. However, the price has retraced since then and is currently sitting near $84.50 based on today's candle. This implies the start of a bearish downtrend, or at least bearish consolidation, that may continue into the future. If we filter by the last few weeks, the daily candles have been fairly small, but with a fair bit of volatility, indicating consolidation. Looking at the last few candles specifically, it appears the price has been consolidating between roughly $80 and $85. We'll want to see if we can break above $85 to change the bearish bias. However, in the short term, I predict the price will likely remain in the $80 to $85 range, but it may also break down below $80. Especially given the news suggesting a bear market. Let's dive into the 1-hour chart to see if we can spot any more localized patterns. The 1-hour chart seems to be oscillating wildly, but seems to be making small pushes upwards, although it may not be indicative of a true uptrend. On the shorter 15-minute time frame, the oscillations are more visible. However, it may be too difficult to make meaningful predictions on this time frame given the volatility. In summary, key price levels to watch for CUSD are $80 as a key support level and $85 as a resistance level. If we see a sustained break above $85, a bullish scenario could unfold, potentially targeting $90 or even $100 in the short term. However, if the price fails to hold above $80, we could see a further decline towards the $70s or even lower. Given the current market conditions and recent bearish news, the likeliest scenario is for Litecoin to continue consolidating between $80 and $85, with a roughly 40% chance of breaking out upwards, 30% chance of breaking downwards, and a 30% chance to remain neutral.